Howdy everyone! Fabiox just tweeted on the next 3 updates, so update 2 to 4. So in today's video, I'll be going in depth on what this could mean in-game and making theories and speculations. So let's get right into it. So getting right into it, we're going to do update 2 first. So we have the expansions. So we're going to talk about the expansions first. So we got the story continuation. So this actually means a lot for Clover Retribution itself, as Fabiox has talked about having decisions throughout the story which can change the course of it. So this update could be that. We are also getting the new desert region or expansion, as it says, which will come with this desert labyrinth, or its protectors, which I'm guessing will be jackals, which you'll figure out why further on into the video. We're also getting, with the desert, a new desert dungeon and a dragon boss, which will obviously have, drops, which I can't wait for. As well as, I'm guessing the story will continue into the desert or the tundra, one of the two. We're also getting new events for the tundra and the grasslands, which would be, it's going to be really hype for that. My speculations for, or theories for these bosses could be, for the grasslands, we'll get a goblin lord, because there's nothing really going on with that area, so there could be something there. And as well as for the tundra, I would guess we'd be getting a new type of yeti boss, so like a high yeti type thing, or like a superior yeti, something like that. That would make sense. Okay, so we're going to get into the magics. So we have two new magics that were introduced that we can see. So we have the sand magic, which I'm guessing we could get as sand golem ability, but it could be a 4-leaf, which I'm guessing. And as well as, because sand is about manipulating sand, it will be stronger in the desert. We are also getting a spatial magic, which I'm guessing isn't going to be OP, as Fabiox did say it will be a common, but he also did say he might be making it better, so it could become an uncommon. But because it won't be OP, I'm guessing it is the spatial, where it's just like you teleport, so this will probably be just like teleporting around the map, or like teleporting to your like party members, or teleporting back into like raid rooms, something like that. So like a support type magic, like healing or melody, something like that. Um, but on the subject of talking about magic, you might have seen the question marks below both the magics in update 2 and 3. And I have a massive theory of what these magics may be, so just hear me out really quickly. So if you look at update 2 spatial, it is one of the magics in, in the poll, and Fabiox did around 3ish days ago, and you can see it was the most voted magic. But now if we look at update 3, we can see the two magics, poison and ash, were the least voted. So my guess is that update 2 secret magic is shadow, as it's the second most voted in the poll. And for update 3, it's cotton magic, as that was the third least voted. I would say this is a really good connection, or it could just be a massive coincidence, but I feel like it was worth, making those speculations. Alright, now we're going to get into the races. So this is a really big one. I did a heap of research on this, so just hear me out. So for the Anubai is actually based off the Anubis, the Egyptian god of funerary rites, protector of graves, and a guide to the underworld, which, has a head and body of a jackal, meaning we could get a head of a jackal for our avatar in game. As well as, Anubis symbolizes embalming, which I'm about to get into in a second with traits. Anubai could possibly be like I would say like a type of support, or what I was guessing, maybe like a strength type race. We also have the Solene. Solene is as well based off an Egyptian god, which is Ra. Ra as well stands for sun or solar deity. And as well, so if you search up Solene meaning, it comes up with solar deity, so that's how I made 2 and 2 come together. So basically, a solar deity in which embodies the power of the sun, so which has the possibility of being like a mage type race, which would be super duper OP. Now we're gonna get right into the traits. We have the embalmer's touch. So embalming is when someone's dead body is stopped from decaying using chemicals. which was used like way back in Egyptian times. It's actually the Egyptians used this first, so then, they could pass on looking good, I'm pretty sure. And this could be like, which I'm guessing would be a trait for the Anubit race. I don't know how this would work, but I'm guessing it might be a support type race, or like a second chance after you die. Something like that in between the lines. Now we have the Jackal's Furiosity. So this is also probably going to be for the Anubite race. So Anubis is a jackal, so that's how I made like these connections. So I'm guessing it would be like this trait would be like a buff, like tough one, or it'd be a party buff. So because jackals hunt in packs. Now we have Sun's Blessing. So I guess that's for Sun's Blessing, it will be a trait for the Soline race, because I mean Soline is based off Ra, and Ra is a sun deity. So when you put two and two together, I don't know what this will mean, but it could possibly mean like being stronger in the desert, or at daytime you're stronger. That was my guess. Now, for Death's Embrace, I feel like this may be Solene based as well if you follow like the Egyptian mythology type lore. But if it's not, I'm guessing it's like a con type trait or a strength type trait. So when you're below a certain amount of HP, you will then get a damage buff because you're embracing death. Right. So we also have a new fighting style, which is the Cetus. So this will be coming with update 2, obviously, and it's a strength-based build, and it'll be like a punching type one. We also have leaks into the skills, which I'll show now. We also have new mechanics. We also, so there'll be like jobs, so the player will do cooking or blacksmithing. But this could also be a type, like a subclass type system. So if you cook, your food grants players or yourself buffs, and if you're a blacksmith, you can craft weapons with a high percentage, or you use less materials, or you get more materials back when you fail to craft something. Stuff like that. We're also getting we're also getting a spirit system with a new mechanic. I have no idea how this will work, but all I know is that each grimoire is getting a spirit, but at the moment we have only seen blood and wind. But my actual guess on how, the spirits will work is you'll fight a boss possibly, and then you'll get the spirit, and the spirit will either fight or grant you and your party buffs. Alrighty, so you've probably seen the icons lying around the update log with the golden clover and the weird looking red and black thing, and you're probably wondering to yourself, it's probably means nothing, it's there for design, but here is my theory on what that can mean. So the golden clover is actually the VIP logo, which could mean we could be getting new rewards and buffs for the PvP Game Pass, which is probably why it's on Game Pass. So I'm not Game Pass on sale. So if I were you, I'd go get that immediately right now if this is a possibility. As well as if you look at update 3, you can see the Insomnia Kings logo, which is the red and black thing, like I said. Um, which I'm guessing will probably be something that will give them in-game items for these players, and as well as probably titles and stuff like that. So obviously, like I'm like a huge buff for these people who have spent the money on to get that. Righty, so we're gonna go on to update 3. So update 3 has as well a lot of expansions, and a lot of different ones. So as we can see, we have the story mode continuation. So as well as, like I said before, this could be something with decision based thing, which could change the course of your story. We also have the swamp region coming in, which the story will probably either lead to the desert or to the swamp, one of the two. As well as with this update 3, we'll be getting the Morgana Shadow Weaver boss raid, which they sound sick. But another massive thing, which I'm going to talk about for a bit, is the PvP game modes coming soon. So we'll be getting 3 PvP maps and a PvP leaderboard. So what I'm guessing is that for the PvP leaderboard, you'll get a title depending on the rank, and then maybe season. That's my guess. PvP could also, lead to guilds, something like that, as well. But I'm guessing PvP could also give you some type of like PvP currency or some type of reward, which would be sick, as why would they add a leaderboard for no reason, you know? We're also getting a combat rework on top of all this PvP stuff, which would be amazing as we're going to be getting a heap of new stuff. I don't know how to explain all of this stuff in like one part, so I'm just going to show you a couple sneak peeks of what we've gotten really quickly. Alrighty, so getting right onto the magics, we are getting poison magic and ash magic, like I was talked to before. So my guess about poison magic, it's going to be like kind of like blood and slime, or kind of like flame and slime, like something like that. So poison, I feel like might have some taking damage like flame, but then kind of look like slime is what my guess is. Maybe have some abilities kind of taken from blood. That's my guess. Also, there could be some type of like poison enchanting on your weapons, so like a poison mana sheath, something like that, which would be sick. Also, we have Ash Magic, which everyone knows is trap magic. I don't know how this is going to work. It may be only PvE type magic. I don't know how that would work in PvP. We'll just have to see how Fabiox could cook up. Alrighty, so now we're gonna get onto the races. So obviously you can see that, you know, there's mystery. They don't know yet. But my guess is that because there's a swamp region, there could be a possible lizard race. I know this sounds dumb and it's far-fetched, but this could be something that could be coming. And as well as on traits, we could get a trait for the lizard race, which could be like enhanced regeneration, as that's what lizard have. Or gecko, you know, whatever. As well as we're getting a new fighting style, and my guess for the fighting style, it will be a mage one. Now hear me out. So we've just added in the so Fabiox has just added in the new mage weapon, or the wand, whatever you want to call it. And it doesn't have any abilities, so I'm guessing it for update 3 we'll be definitely getting like a mage class. Now there's no mechanics, which, you know, I couldn't point any out, but we're gonna go right into update 4. So as you can see, update 4 is just blank and it has a lock around it, which could possibly mean update 4 may be one of the biggest updates they're planning and cooking up. You can see that there's a little devil behind there, which, you know, looks sick. But my guess is that they will be adding demons into the game. So Fabiox has actually leaked a lot about these demons. So I can't wait. I can't really say much because I don't know much about it. Alrighty, so I'm going to end the video here. So I did spend a bit of time doing this research. I would love for you guys to like and subscribe, or even a like would be amazing, or share the video with a friend. I mean, I did spend a bit of time on this, and I've done a heap of takes. Even I did a whole entire take, and it didn't even record the sound. And I'm hoping it records this sound. But I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching, and watch my other videos, you know?